All right, guys, today I'm going to show you how I supercharged my Nano Cortex and turned it into the ultimate rig. Let's get started. Well, hey guys, thanks for joining me for another episode. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. So, as a lot of us know, the Nano Cortex is an amazing piece of gear, but it doesn't come without its limitations. And one of the biggest limitations that it has is 4 presets. A lot of us want more than that. But the one thing that helps you get around that limitation is MIDI. So I went on Amazon and found a really inexpensive MIDI controller that I could use with my Nano Cortex, and it was super easy to program. Here it is right here, and there's a link in the description of this video to Amazon, so you can get one for yourself. It's only 50 bucks. It's super easy to operate. In fact, the settings that I'm using in this video right now are basically the settings that it came with. It just automatically works with it. Now you can program it to do further things. You can program it to switch up to, I think, 60 or so presets inside your Nano Cortex. I mean, I just basically need 8 tops, but some of us are pretty needy. You guys need help. But but for those needy guys who want all the presets, I mean, you could certainly program this thing to do that. So here is my very simplistic pedal board. I actually got this pedal board from Chad Boston or Gear by Seba, one of those two things. Just look them up and you can get one for yourself. So it's a pretty badass pedal board. But right here you have the little M-Wave Chocolate BT wireless controller. I know that took like 8 takes, by the way, to say, so I hope you appreciate that. So basically you just hook it up to your Nano Cortex with a TRS cable and just plug it into the MIDI input, and you can basically switch up to 8 presets at once. So you have 4 on the Nano Cortex right here, you have 2 on each side here with these foot switches, and then you have 4 down here. So there's all kinds of other programming you can do to this unit, and I'm not going to get into all that. I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. But again, all you have to do is just buy it, hook it up to the Nano, and then program in your presets, and I'll switch through all of them right now. So I have the Nano Cortex up here right now, and let's take a look at the app. So here's my presets. So here's the crunch, here's the big crunch, here is the lead and chorus lead presets right there. And then you also get, when I'm switching on this unit here, you get the flanger, the doubler, and the big clean, and then I did a filter on this. So that is really freaking cool. So I'm just, I just made a couple extra presets for this video to show you guys. I'll play some of the presets in the video later on. But I just thought this was a really cool idea to share with you guys, because I know people are frustrated with the fact that you only get 4 presets on the Nano, but this very affordable MIDI controller solves a lot of problems for you. And again, you can go into deep dive videos on YouTube about it. I'm sure some of you have already done that. There's some killer videos out there on how to use this and really expand some things, but I'm just going to show you the basics today. And again, right out of the box, it did all of this stuff. I just had to create the presets that coincided with the MIDI commands and here to change through them, but it was really freaking badass. So now, because I have 8 presets, I can do a lot more with this unit. And what's funny is when I first got it, I was like, yeah, all I need is 4. But then after a while, like we all do, you grow out of your initial thoughts on something, and then you kind of expand. And with this MIDI controller, it allows you to do that. So let's play all of them right now. The capture I'm using is the Prometheus by Licklerm, and you can find it in the link below. Just go to my website, tonewars.com, and you can find it in the Quad Cortex, Nano Cortex section of my website. And these captures came out amazing. So I'm going to go through all the presets right now. So pay attention to this part of the screen, and you'll see how the app is switching through everything. All right, I did that filter one just for fun, and I found use for it actually. So this is just really cool. I mean, I have 8 presets now, and I can get as creative as I want to and need to be. And another thing I want to point out to you as well is, you know how when you're on, let's say you're on your crunch, okay, and then you go to your lead preset, and then you want to go back to maybe your wet crunch or something like that. But when you go back to, you know, the first foot switch, it just goes back to your dry crunch. Well, now with this unit, you can, you know, program this to go to different presets that are like your go-tos. So if you want to always have like your wet crunch available, well, just make this preset that, you know, this foot switch associated with that. And now, no matter where you're at on your Nano Cortex, you can always go to your wet crunch or whatever your other go-to preset is. So that's another thing that this solves. So not only does it give you more creativity and functionality, but it gives you your go-to like home base kind of presets as well. All right, well, now that I have some new presets to mess around with and I have more functionality with the use of this new little gizmo here, I'm going to do a full mix and just pay attention to what you see on the camera down here. Yeah, right here. And you'll see what I'm tapping on. And then, of course, on the app up here, everything's opposite here on the monitor. On the app up here, you'll see which presets that I'm using. Well, there you have it, a full mix with the Nano Cortex with some more creativity involved and more presets and stuff like that. So, man, I got to tell you, this little $50 gizmo really helped me out a lot. And building this pedal board was kind of fun. It only took a few minutes. And I'm telling you, man, this thing really adds a lot of functionality to any of your units. Probably like the ToneX and stuff like that too. But in this video, I'm focusing mainly on the Nano Cortex. So for those of you who have a Nano Cortex, I mean, I'm just telling you, I don't make any money if you buy this thing. It doesn't matter to me one way or another, but I'm just telling you, you really need to buy this thing. It's really cool. There's computer software for it, and there's also a mobile app for it. I don't have time to dig into all that stuff in this video, but I just wanted to inform you about this product and show you the functionality of it and show you how cool it is to add to your pedal board. And it incorporates with the Nano Cortex very well. And now you have pretty much endless possibilities with your Nano Cortex. I mean, it's just freaking awesome now. So I think this is a must-have for anyone who owns a Nano Cortex. So I'm looking forward to hearing what your thoughts are on this unit and in the comments section below. And remember, if you're looking for the best metal and high-gain capture packs for the Nano or Quad Cortex, go to my website. You won't be sorry. I have DI captures, which are basically amp only, and I also have studio captures, which are the amp with the cabs and stuff like that. So, and I have presets, all the effects are set up and everything as well. Just go there and check out some awesome capture packs for yourself. You're going to love them, and I'll get them to you as soon as I can. And just remember, in order for me to send them to you in the cloud, we have to follow each other, and you can find me at Tone Wars. All one word, Tone Wars, in the cloud. Just make sure you do that when you purchase them, and then when you fill out that little form in my website, it'll tell me what your cloud name is or your cloud handle is, and I'll find you and send them to you as soon as possible. Well, to all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, thank you guys so much. And if you're new to the channel and you like what I do here, feel free to subscribe and click the bell so that you don't miss upcoming live streams or episodes. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.